Mama always said that stupid is as stupid does. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I say it like I do. Sometimes that's all it takes. You don't have to know what you're saying. Just say it with confidence, just like these two. They go together like 15 bottles of Dr. Pepper and a box of chocolates. This is Dave and Juan.
Let's do it in the Christmas spirit, man. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
What up, everybody?
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells is the
Auld Lang Syne.
Post-Christmas, pre-New Year's episode. Sorry for my wife not wanting us to date these things when we do them. That's just what we do. It's sort of one of those things. If you want somebody not to do something, don't tell them not to do it. I mean, good grief. Anyway, hey, everybody. How you doing? I'm Dave.
I'm Juan.
This is Dave and Juan.
More time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're just touching base right before we pressed record about how was the holidays and good stuff. We're doing this. This is a different episode, man. In the morning, we're back to mornings. Technically morning, but had things going up around Christmas and we got all these church things and I tell you what though, it's kind of funny for doing something just for giggles. We just do this because this is not, good grief, we don't get any. This is just
not a job, not a gig, not a side hustle income.
I'm probably more devoted to getting this thing done than the stuff I get paid for. Like I end up figuring out ways and oh no, I gotta get that. And what the funny thing is good for my wife. She doesn't even give me grief. I say, oh, I gotta get a podcast, and she just treats it like it's a job. And like I'll be doing something and say, well, I gotta record a podcast with Juan. And she goes, oh, okay. If it was work, she'd be like, no. You don't work during the holidays. You don't. But that's I'd be getting hearing about why work-life balance kind of stuff and I can't work when I'm not working, but I'm just going goof off with Juan.
See, my wife was excited that I had something to do this morning and it gave her a reason to go out shopping.
There you go, man. There you go. Yeah, there are a lot of folks. So this is the day after Christmas, and I guess people still do it. I've got some friends, family members that I saw posted something. They're all looking. Are there even sales? Are there still
we used to do it years ago, but now everything is so competitive before Christmas.
It's always
and it's the same thing with Christmas. Before Christmas I bought whatever I needed.
Yes,
and there's darn sure not anything I need after.
We were giving Christmas gifts yesterday, and that's the other thing too. It's funny, like you get to a stage. So both my kids are, they're adults, and but at that stage, right? They're not quite, they ain't gone, but they're adults. So the presents are going to be a little different. And same thing with my wife and I. And not that we've been adults for a while, but it's like which presents are okay. This one's for you that you requested because it's impossible. And then I get the random. All right, here's a gift. I'm just throwing spitballs here. I'm seeing if I'm gonna get something, and you try to get something that maybe you both can use. So that's funny. So outside, I had to get it. I got her some whatever the new Apple earbuds are, whatever the Max Pros,
the new
whatever.
Ones, yeah.
Okay, so like the whatever the top of the line on that, which she always gets. I get grief for because she'll throw something out like. I know she's never had wireless earbuds ever. She's never used them.
Those suckers
they're kind of a game changer.
Have the pros, but
yeah. Well, anyway, so I got her those thinking because that's how I operate. I think we joked about this. So she's like, and she priced some stuff like, oh, these are better deals, and I'm just like, and I'm just ridiculous that way. It's like, what's the price difference? I'll just go for what costs the most because I feel less guilty if they don't work or if they just don't.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like when you buy something that's a little less than
I saved $20, just cost myself $50 with the grief.
So what was your
we were good. Yeah. I mean,
you did a lot of shopping, I hear.
I did a lot of shopping. Absolutely none. It's because I used to love at some point in recent years, I guess either Joey's tastes have changed or my ability to match her taste have changed. And so like last year, yeah, I was leaving to go shopping for her. And she said, well, you want me to come with you? But I don't, is that all right? Do you want to come? And said, yeah, sure. Got nothing to do. So then I sat down in the boutique and, she shopped
Yeah.
and, brought her up to the counter. And
It's almost like Pretty Woman, dude. You just sitting down in the boutique,
Yeah.
That looks good,
chilling.
darling.
The,
Please don't ask me if something looks good. Please don't. Oh, everything's gonna look, and then they get aggravated. Everything looks good. You look wonderful.
It looks great. Yeah,
looks,
that's the lady who works here.
She'll be more. And I would be honest if it was like,
Yeah, now I know what she likes or what she would be self-conscious of, but and then she wraps everything, including
she hangs out with you, man. She can't be
gifts.
too self-conscious of too many things.
Exactly.
I mean, come on now.
Exactly. In years past, when I would buy it, I would put it in a box. So there would be the surprise. And then
there you go.
Wrap it.
She didn't know what kind of box she was going to get. She knew what the present was. She just didn't know.
No. I'm talking about when I would buy it without her. I would put it in the box.
Gotcha.
She would wrap it. And so then she knew the size of the box, but didn't know what was in it. Last year, she knew the contents of the box because she picked it out. This year, the one who was surprised when the boxes were open was me. Because she went out and bought her own stuff and just put it in, wrapped it. And
did she give herself a limit? Did she shop saying,
oh, no, there was
no limit. Yeah.
She did, but there's one thing that these shoes are called, what is it? I think it's called Golden Goose. They look like they're beat up.
Okay.
But they're not priced like they're beat up. And so she wanted that. And I said, yeah, whatever, go ahead, do it. And so she needed my permission.
Okay, but babe, go buy yourself some beat up expensive shoes, babe.
Right. But the beauty of it all is, she saved it for last to open it. So she knows her presents. She still saves them for last.
I read funny. I'm sorry.
And when the package came in, she didn't open the package.
Oh,
okay. So it was
just
almost like a surprise. Straight to wrap it.
Juan, I tell you why. So you're just basically there to,
I'm just there to
surprise. Oh, look what I got you.
Yeah, man, that's a hell of a guy right there.
I did good. I tell you, that's a keeper right there. You better keep that guy. My wife used to joke about that when we would be exchanging family gifts everywhere, both with my sons and with my family. She'd say, the most surprised person in the room is Dave. Because I'm sitting there going, what you got there? Dang, that's nice. Who got you that? Wait, I did.
That'd be you. All right.
That's right.
Oh,
you always felt
I shop so early.
You always felt like, wow, that's a nice gift. Until you find out, oh, wait, we pay for that? Really?
Yeah, man. Somebody likes you.
Man, no joke. I tell my wife all the time. Like, man, I wish I don't know where you hiding it, because you must have you must have a stash somewhere I don't know about. But yeah, it's good. 'Tis the season. It's fun. Now the funny thing too is I just don't even put my wife's presents and let me be straight. She'll buy a bunch of presents, even small things. That's how she grew. They'll wrap anything. Right. And even my boys know this now. Like Christmas morning, man, there's a mountain of wrap presents. And there's typically there's 4, 5, 6, and they're nice, they cost money. And then there's socks and underwear. And so my kids, I hope they make it to be old grandpas with grandkids, because they have been trained that it's okay on Christmas morning to get some wrap socks. Or
I got some wrap socks.
Did you really? Yeah. I don't think I did.
I needed them, but
Oh, I need them. Yeah. Does your wife ever get on you to throw away clothes? That you're saying you got to throw away? There's
every now and then, every couple of years.
So I must own about 30 pair of underwear, I guess, maybe more. I mean, they're just because they just buy more underwear, and how do you tell? I guess if there's a bunch of holes in them.
But this is when you buy new underwear, gosh, we're taking this conversation to a whole different level.
Dude, we're old guys now, man.
When you buy new underwear, okay, first of all, those are probably, some of them are in the laundry.
All right.
So the only time you would throw in my world anyway, the only time you would throw things away is when I'm putting the new ones, into the dresser.
Right.
Well, the old ones aren't in there right now. So they'll work their way back in there. Eventually they'll work their way to the bottom of the stack, but they're not throwing them away.
I'll show up every now and then, like in our bathroom, connected to the bedroom, and I'll look down a garbage can. I'll see some of my underwear and socks and stuff in the garbage can. I know I didn't throw them in there. And don't think for a minute I'm not above going, hang on a sec. That's my favorite console right there. Come on, man.
I only got 3 holes.
There's a reason. There's a reason that thing's got a couple holes in it. That's my favorite console. That's my lucky console. I think I had that thing on. I think I brought that thing on a trip. I'm terrible this way, man. We joked about this before. Same thing. I had an ink pen that I took all my tests with in college. If I have anything from any amount of time, man, I get attached to it. I feel bad. I feel bad when I got to throw out furniture and stuff. It's like, oh man, it's been a good run. It's just, so, you're looking at your console drawer saying, man, some of y'all got, some of y'all gotta go. Y'all done your job. Y'all been good, but my wife's mad that some of y'all they just got some holes in y'all now. So, and she's not going to sew them, and I don't know how to sew.
Yeah.
So you got to
go. You did your time.
Yeah. So
I have
the
socks
boys
that I haven't worn in years and don't ever pretend or assume that I will wear them. But for whatever reason, I won't throw them away.
No, you never know, man. Well, here's the deal now. Here's the deal now with my sons who are about my size. I mean, we're all pretty much the same size now. All my clothes ends up with them, especially now that I've got, well, I shouldn't say that. My oldest he's doing his college thing, and he ain't wearing none of dad stuff at college, but the one that's working, man, look, every time he'll come back with, like whatever, pull over a sweater, when they can wear these things and it gets cold. I'm like, I think
I have one just like that. Oh, wait, no.
It's like, okay. There you go.
Saving money, man. Saving money.
Oh, no lie. We, but yeah, so good, good time around Christmas. We ate way too much. And that's
always, I think I ate more yesterday and I don't typically eat tons on Christmas, but it was just, I don't know, just one of those things where don't get
me wrong. Okay. It's the biggest first world thing ever to complain about eating too much, right? That's like, so let me just say that up front. That's, but you do it. So, and my wife, she loves Christmas, as most people do. But, she's got, this is what we're going to do. And she made this.
She's got her traditions,
man, massive breakfast. I mean, and we do it late, like when the kids were young, and we were blessed that both boys were sleeping here. They Christmas Eve here and went to mass and here on Saturday, Christmas. So they're sleeping upstairs, but it ain't like when they were kids, where you gotta wake up and hustle because they may come down. And make sure, hang on now, don't come downstairs. Santa might not have passed yet, right? And my wife always says, Santa doesn't pass. On the bayou, Santa passes. Okay.
Yeah, what does he do?
I don't know. It's just like the garbage.
Comes over.
We had an argument here one time, kind of just joking with a bunch of friends here in Texas. And I would say, hey, the trash pass.
The garbage pass, yeah.
Yeah, the garbage pass. And they're like, the what? Did the garbage pass? So anyway, we always said that Santa passed.
It picked up, stopped.
I guess maybe did Santa come? Did Santa visit? Did Santa... Who knows? But anyway, so you would say, but you don't have to worry about that when they're older. They ain't coming down. Trust me, you're gonna have to go wake them up. And massive breakfast. And then come to find out, both boys were up early. They just didn't want to come down. They were like, we don't want to get
in case Santa hadn't passed yet.
That's right. That was the old line, right? Do you believe in Santa Claus? Well, here's the deal. If ever you don't, he stops coming. Right. So, man, look, I'm in my 50s. I believe in Santa. Come on, Santa.
Heck yeah.
Come on here. Leave that door.
It was on Christmas Eve night. We were getting ready to go to bed. And then my wife says, oh, we got to put the gifts out. I said, I totally forgot about that. Because we don't put them out until, it's like, what? Santa's not going to pass. What's the problem?
Well, we did too. You get do you want to exchange gifts on Christmas Eve? I think we've done that a couple of times. But and some people that's their preference. I don't. I like. That's like no, man. That's a Christmas morning thing. But so anyway, so it's the same. So my wife cooks this massive breakfast, and I was even making. My oldest doesn't really like the different coffees, but I'm like, okay, he likes some of the frou stuff they make at like Starbucks. I'm experimenting. I'm doing ice, and so we're having a full break. So we all eat like kings. We eat to be bloated late, more. That was really enough. Like it's one of those things like,
right, because that breakfast food will stay with you for a while.
And yeah, and you kind of pick it, it's bacon and sausage and waffles, and you just sort of, you kind of, and then my wife, I mean, God love her, she cooks a big ham. There's only huge ham and a bunch of other things for dinner. And we'll have like a sort of early dinner. And it's kind of funny, man. That's one of the most stressful things on Christmas is like, it's like, guys, you better come sit down at the table at least. I mean, none of us are hungry.
Pretend to eat.
None of us are hungry, and it's great. Now, granted, we've got enough food. That's the other thing. We got enough food in the fridge right now that's when you got to just say, okay, nobody eats anything, but we got about
Christmas leftovers.
We got about 8 more pounds of ham to go through but yeah, all good. And everybody's going to be wearing I say everybody here, everywhere you see people are going to have new clothes on this next week. That's the other thing too. It's
see, I'm still, I don't know. I'm so weird with so many things. It's like I won't wear anything, and I got some new clothes. I won't wear it next week.
Just because
can't. It's not. It's I'm just, and it's not because I don't know. I don't know why it is. I just don't want anybody to say, "Oh, you got a new shirt." I'd rather just work it into to the rotation.
If it shows up mid-January, February,
right. Or if I wear one, the first day of work, I'm darn sure not wearing something new on the second day.
Yeah. The other thing is
that, and these people, I haven't been there long enough for anybody to know what I wear on a normal
basis. It's true.
You
got a new man. That's true. You can bring out the greatest hits now.
That's right. Yeah.
I do that. My wife gets on me about, I've got, I don't know how many suits I got. I got more than a few, less than I guess some people. Right. But I don't have to wear a suit except when I, when I'm doing, when I'm doing stuff. And so you end up having, there's to me like 1 or 2 that you go to, like, I like these are the ones that people say, hey, I like that suit. As soon as somebody says, hey, I like that suit, you just like, especially,
that's right.
Like, okay, I know that's I like this suit. And
stays in the front of the closet.
Yeah, I'm in Minnesota. You think they saw this thing in Florida? I think so. I don't. That's why you got to be careful with what you take a picture with, right? what kind of promotional material you got? Because it's like, that guy just got one suit, man. That's it. That's all he wears. Shows you how bad I am. I tried to find the exact same suit. I'm gonna tell you what it was. Joseph A. Banks, I guess, and it was this suit. I don't know. And I went through a stage and with some. I was at a couple of events with some big, Then I got more compliments on this stupid suit, and I told my wife, I said, I want to find this exact suit because when I wear it out, I want to have one on the.
I keep a spare.
They stopped making them. They stopped. Even Joseph, they looked around and said, no, that was just.
It was too popular. We sold out. Keep it in, so we get rid of it.
It was like, was that movie The Natural? Robert Redford. He had that Wonder Boy, the bat. Wonder Boy broke or whatever. His bat broke. That's it.
I'm done. Might as well shut her down.
Yeah. So anyway, that's way too much talk about clothes. But so what was your gifts? You had anything?
Nothing.
I know you didn't buy your wife's gifts, so I'm assuming you didn't buy your own.
I didn't buy anything of mine. Yeah. No, just some clothes, some electronics. I don't even. No, that's a shame. I think that was it.
Didn't want to put you on the spot right there. Because I was gonna be like, don't you remember what you got yesterday?
I can run downstairs and figure it out.
No, that's okay.
But I'm good.
I got a funny.
No, go ahead.
No, funny one. One of my presents was some new frying pans. I make eggs in the morning a lot of time. I just kind of weird. It's the only thing I really like doing that and a couple things, but either fried or scrambled eggs. And that's such a Cajun thing. Gosh, I felt like a true Cajun when I unwrapped. Oh, look at that. Some new pans.
Well, my oldest son, the one that I refer to as my granola child. Mm-hmm. He sends, they still make lists. His had like a candy thermometer,
A
a
ca-
like
Oh,
cooking candy or
to
something
make candy. I
to
got
make candy. Um, he likes slide rules, like old. I don't even know what a slide rule is used for,
you.
but so he always gets like some vintage slide rule. Um, a waffle pan. I guess it's a waffle iron, but like old school waffle, like not electric. You know, like a skillet basically, or a cast iron skillet. Pour the waffle in it and then just stick it on an open fire.
He likes making it hard. They're making, yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Give me some tools that make things less easy than what modern technology allows.
Some type of woven basket to dry like peppers and things on it.
Yes.
But
There you go. Yeah, he
yeah,
is your granola son. That's a
yeah,
good one.
yeah, yeah. Then they went outside to see if they could use it like a frisbee. Um,
Nice.
so, all
Nice.
right, there you go, man. Multi-use toys or gifts.
Well, my youngest, one of his, I guess his big gift was it's, I guess it's a mixing table, but it's turntables, it's electric, and he does all kinds of music stuff and music,
Mhm.
but yeah, you can electronically do what I guess DJs
But is
did.
it? And I've seen those, and I know what you're talking about. But you don't have any
No, there's no album.
physical
It's
or disc or anything. It's pure digital, right?
it's pure digital, but so you can just drop. It's like whatever the song is, and then you can totally control it like you
You can
had.
mix it. Yeah,
You can throw on, here's Led Zeppelin, here's whatever you can do.
yeah.
Now, I'm not a big, and don't get me wrong, he does, but it can do other things, right? I mean, it's a different language. It was, and then we had to get it at Guitar Center. There's a Guitar Center
Mm-hmm.
just pretty close to our house. And apparently these are one of these items that they don't have a lot of. They sell out and they get stolen. That's the other thing. And it has like a very tight return policy because apparently people go in, buy these things, use them,
Use
and
it when you go
return
play a
them.
gig or something, and then come back. Yeah.
So we had to, and I think the first time we got it, we opened it up. My wife opened it up and said, this thing's been open. Like I can tell that it's been, but the Guitar Center said, that's all we got. That's the last. So we had to bring it back. Well, I went the second time with her, and DJ, whatever his head is, comes out from, and he tried everything. It works. And really, really, really nice guy. But so yeah, yesterday my house sounded like a club because man,
with your
I
outdoor
could
speakers
just
all
coming
synced up.
from upstairs, I could just hear bass, and then just like, okay, that's maybe we can set it up in the garage. Let's see if
Hey, man, for big parties.
move the studio out there, man. Move it out there. But yeah, that and the other one, and I guess my older son and myself, our main present was a phone. We were kind of due for new phones, so we got, and that was so I got this thing hooked up finally last night. I say finally.
What's that on the back?
I don't. It looks like the print symbol, doesn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that on the phone or is that on the case?
It's on the case.
Okay.
It's on the case. So apparently, and because my son's got a dark, like a black case, or gonna have a black case. Remind me to tell you that story. But I think this is for Apple Pay or whatever. I think I think there's something electronic on this thing that, right? That I think the case would normally block. People just do
Okay.
that. Where
Yeah.
that's my theory. You know my attitude about that, right?
Sounds good for me, man.
I'm gonna say it like I know what I'm talking about, and that's most of the argument right there. But I'm pretty
You're
sure
gonna throw your phone up to use Apple Pay, and you'll swear and be darned that it
I
was
don't
because
use
of
Apple
that
Pay,
case.
but yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I saw that. And my wife said, "Would you want to get something different?" I said, nah, it's kind of different. I kind of, it's like, okay, I'll be able to find my phone, but yeah, I'm a big Prince fan. Apparently, that's
Hey, I am.
yeah, I know you are, but this is you go through that thing where, and it's both amazing and terrifying when you transfer your phone these days. Like 1,000 years ago, you had to go in. I don't know if you had to, but we all went into the shop. You'd go into Verizon,
Yeah.
you'd go into whatever, and like, can you transfer? Now you do it at your house.
It's all through the cloud, or is it in the cloud?
It takes, yeah, you put your old phone, try to follow the instructions, and oh man, and then you got that terrifying moment where you realize, man, I got everything in my world on this. I think it's backed up. My wife throws that at me after. Did you back up everything? I try. I think maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. And then it's a relatively quick process, but it takes a few minutes. Like things come online, all of a sudden the phone's not,
Right.
the phone's.
Right. It drops and then it's got to update
It's
itself.
about a 30-minute process of like, oh man, I may be going off the grid for a while, not on purpose, and then you got to figure out how everything works. Now it swipes, it doesn't swipe. Like my old one had the thumbprint. This one doesn't do thumbprint. It's just your face. Yeah. That's what I guess you can start telling how dated you are by. I kind of like the thumbprint, but apparently the face is more.
I like it. You want to talk about the face thing back when I had to wear a mask to go places.
Oh wow!
It won't recognize your face with a mask.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah, and even if you try to set up your face, set up your picture with the mask, it won't do it.
All right. Hey, okay.
So it becomes a total pain to do that. So that was one of the reasons I quit with the mask. Many.
Well, but you know what? Pause on that.
No, but it's the good.
No, I'm about to say no, and please keep your thought, because it's just something I wasn't going to complain about, but it was sort of on the mask thing. On behalf of everyone like me playing in the fantasy football playoffs right now, NFL, crash and burn. We hate you. Travis Kelce, the number 1 tight end in the league, my guy, find out today, he's out. He's on protocol. The dude is out because he got the wrong kind of cold right now. All right. I mean, playoff run. Everybody, I promise you. And you know what? There may be 5 people out there who know what I'm talking about, and they just high five the screen because you know what I'm talking about. NFL, crash and burn. NFL, we hate you. We hate you. Okay, all right, that's it. All right. Travis Kelce.
So I totally forgot where I was going. We were talking about the phone.
Sorry, man. That was passionate. Literally before we got on the line, I'm doing my fantasy lineup, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
So, but if it's the whole new phone, who this type deal, because you've lost things from the old phone, got no clue who this is. Yeah. Can't email this person, can't call this person. People are calling you, and I don't answer my phone if I don't know who it is. So whenever you change, it's like cross your fingers and hope people who you need to speak to made it over to the new.
I'm normally covered because the text messages came right over, but the email I typically use is not on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't use their.
Yeah, and I have multiple email accounts, so that's sort of the problem for me, is because if you shut one down, then sometimes that shuts the contacts down associated with that.
Dude, the nightmare is, and not all of it, but some of it. So phone goes over, and then all of a sudden it's passwords. So some stuff is automatic, right? Some stuff is like, okay, boom, you can do it. And it's just because you got to because all these different apps and like, especially like banking kind of stuff, you have to approve facial, like that's not set up, right? So I'm set up a thumbprint. So now you have to set up a facial stuff. Well, to do that, you got to give the password
to get the password.
And then you got to go grab your old sheet and go like, oh, how many of these were changed? And then I changed a couple last night because I had to. And I'm like, man, what did I just mess up? I guarantee you there's something else that's supposed to get into that account. Now it's not going to work. So I know I'm getting yelled at next week. I know something's going to happen next week that I'm going to get yelled at because did you change that? Oh yeah, I had to because
all of anything with the bank information.
Phone wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, I tried, and on my PayPal account, which I don't use a ton, but I had to change the password. So I did one of the, Google is suggesting this password that's got 700 digits and symbols on it. So I said, all right, whatever.
I'll just change it again next time.
Well, that's the whole thing. So because it doesn't, so that was on my laptop, but it doesn't transfer it to your phone. So now I'm trying to log in on my phone and I can't. And it's 17 different ways to try to figure this out. And it's like, oh, dang, I forgot about that. It's like the Chinese number that I'll never be able to figure out.
Literally the Chinese number.
Because to change the password.
Trust me, they have it.
To change the password, it's like I've always got to log in to change. And it's, well, if I wanted to change, if I knew the password to log into it, I wouldn't be needing to do this.
Well, there you go. These are first world problems. We get it.
Oh, guys.
The other thing was,
now you want to talk about technology. We talked about this a little bit. We're at my dad's for Christmas, and his neighbors, people I grew up next door to, once you're in Pankerville, nobody ever, moves. I see his son has a Tesla, and I never, I've seen them on the road, but never checked it out to see what it looks like under the hood and everything. So I see him outside, and he just walks to the fence. Said, Merry Christmas. And I said, is that yours, man? He said, oh yeah, want to see it?
That's why he got it. That's why he got it.
Exactly.
Believe me, that's why he got it. You weren't imposing on him at all.
He probably walked up to the fence too.
You better believe it. He probably wouldn't talk to you for nothing, but he's got something he wants to show you.
Well, so he said, yeah, you want to take a ride? I said, sure. And I get my son, see if he wanted to come. He likes cars and everything. And we've talked before about, when you get a new car, any new technology or anything new, if you don't learn all the gadgets within the first couple of days, couple of weeks, you won't. Well, he's not that guy, because he's learned them all. He's got them committed to memory. And before we took off in the car, we had to sit down and watch or look at every bit of technology.
That's why he got it.
From moving the AC to setting the mood to romantic in the car.
He wants to show you why he joined the cult. Here's the cult I'm a part of. Yeah.
My son, who had never met this guy before, leans up from the back seat and he says, do you sell these? Or are you just into them really good?
There you go. Good call.
And was serious, because we sat in the car for probably 20 minutes.
I'd have got out, man. I'd have got out. You're a better guy than me. I'd have got out.
And really, I wanted to see, because I've heard, that because it's an electric engine, it's you've got the same torque that when you're dead stopped as you do when your engine's revved. So I just was asking him about that. Well, it's got two accelerator settings. One is chill mode, and the other is standard. The chill mode is if you don't want to be all power. So again, we're driving through Pankerville. If you don't know where Pankerville is, Highway 1 along Bylafush, little bitty town. Houses on the levee on one side, houses right across the street.
It's not an interstate, like
right.
LA 1
highway.
Yes, LA 1 is right. It's
curves with the bayou.
It's an interstate in name only. It's not even
no, it's Highway 1, man.
Highway 1. What I'm saying, it's why it's got called Louisiana. Sorry. All right, highway.
So there's nobody behind. So we take it, and he's showing me the self-driving mode aspect of it. And I said, do you do this a lot? Oh yeah, I got too much other stuff to do while I'm driving to drive.
I got too much other stuff I'm doing when driving to drive. Yeah.
One of the things I asked him about was, charging on the road. You take a long trip, you got 300 miles in the battery. What if you're, driving 320 miles?
You got to come back, or you go 200 miles. You got to get home. Yeah.
So and the technology will show you charging places along the road, along the way. Here's where you need to stop, type deal. So I get the technology. It's just a step up from Google Maps or
exactly Waze. Okay, it's thank you, Elon Musk. It's right.
But then again, and I think this is what caused my son to ask him if he was a salesman. So he says, I don't know if you're like me, when you're on the road for a long trip, you don't like, you like to stop sometimes along the way. Just take a break, go to the bathroom, get something to eat. So I'm stopping at least for 45 minutes on the way.
Oh, that's such bull. That is such. I don't want to know this guy's name. I'm going to assume he doesn't watch this podcast. Dude, you are the kind of person. Don't get me wrong. Teslas are amazing. I think I've got friends, and they might not be friends anymore, who have them. They're toys. They're expensive golf carts. If you can afford them, you can afford them. Yeah. Trust me. Winter storms up north. How many Teslas do you see out there? Yeah. Not a lot. How many? But yeah, who takes a 45 minute? Dude, come on.
If I'm going 300 miles,
I ain't taking a 45-minute break.
Right. I'm stopping to pee.
When I stop right now to get gas, if I got to get gas or go to the bathroom, I'm thinking, man, I just lost 10 miles. That is such nonsense. But okay, whatever. That's great. Don't get me wrong. So you're in the spaceship. You're in the spaceship.
Yeah. Driving back to, we went probably 3 or 4 miles down the road, then we turn around and come back. And so now he's going to show me that, the just the takeoff speed.
That's why he got it.
Jumps up quick.
That's why he got it.
And I don't know how, but there's nobody behind us because we just stop in the middle of the road to do it. And now it's on chill mode. So he kicks it. I mean, it does kick you back. And we got to 80 in mere seconds.
Sure.
Then we slow down again. And I said, what the hell is he doing now? So he switched it from chill mode to standard mode. When I tell you we were doing 120 miles an hour on Highway 1 in Pankerville, I'm not exaggerating 1 ounce.
So
and
it's
like, are you freaking nuts?
Well, here's the deal. This is gonna. Here's the old man coming out on me. First of all, screw that guy. 120. I don't care what you driving. First of all, nothing personal. He's putting you and your kid at risk. What, you think it's magic? You think it's so? I'm sorry. If you show me you went out to an airstrip, or you're out in the middle of nowhere, dude, there's nowhere in Pankerville or Thibodeau or wherever that anywhere safe to do that.
No, right? There's not a leash law in Pankerville. You can get a dog to run out in the street.
You ought to be able to, man, they ought to be able to go back and make a citizen's arrest from yesterday or whenever it was, saying, no, and I'm sorry. But that's the thing too. And that's with these, I think I told you this before on a podcast, and this happened just up about an hour north of here, up in the Woodlands, sometime in the last year or so. This is either a doctor or a dentist or somebody up there have the Tesla, wanted to show it off to his friend, that poor friend, coming wherever, and I guess get cocky, and I think he climbed in the back seat or something to show the self-driving thing. Hit a tree, killed them both. Right. So, but they went out really cool. I guess when they show up,
if you were telling the story.
And don't get me wrong, man. Listen, like I said, that's what I tell people. If you can afford them, and you have space, and it's a nice. I see them all over the place over here.
Yeah, they got a lot of them around here.
But here's the deal, man. When a Tesla goes down, it's down, bro. It's down. They can't even, like, I saw a great thing the other day. Online, some guy, again, obviously a guy with money, had a Tesla, and it got time where I guess he had to change the battery or something with the battery. And when he found how much the battery cost, he decided, and he just got whatever, he blew it up. He just filmed it. He blew up the car. Wrapped in whatever, again, one of these guys has enough money to do it. But I'm just going to have a viral video. He just, says, it might not have been a high-end Tesla. I don't know what it was, but when he found out what the battery cost to change, I'm just going to blow it up. I'm not.
Yeah, it's not running on ever ready.
But so glad you made it. Glad you, of course, he's not the only guy that's done 120 on that road, I'm sure. But
he's the only one who's done 120 on that road with me in the car.
Oh man, I'd have been, you're a better guy than me. I'd have been a little bit, I'd have been a little ticked off. Like, I get it. Especially with my kid in the car. I mean, kid, he's a man, but I frequently want to take 45 minutes. That's got to be the dumbest, dude. I'm sorry. Did you laugh? How could you not laugh?
No, but there's just other weird little things. Like, again, he shows, because everything is the monitor in the car. There's no other. So, he's got Netflix. You can play video games on it while you're driving. Yeah, that's awesome. But you can set the mood of the car, and there's a romance mood. Yeah. And it will literally put a fireplace on the car or on the monitor and heat your seats. And look, I get it, and I like. I'm actually a fan of Elon Musk. I think he's he's an interesting human being, and he's amazing. But yeah, it's a cult, man. It's you just wait when it's going to wear out. Like, what's the but they got, look, there's a lot of cult stuff going on these days. We found out there are a lot of people that are just like, man, they join a team, they're on the team forever. It's this is what they're going to do. They're going to go over the cliff in this. But yeah, I tell you what, I'm glad you shared that part, because that's a fun. If I'm traveling, I'm going to take a 45-minute break. You better hope they're not three. You better hope they're not three other yawns that need to charge their car, because then you're taking a 90-minute break, bro. Yeah. I said when we were out there talking about it, my niece's husband, talking about some meme that he saw, and it was a sign in the parking lot that read "green vehicles only," and the guy had parked his old green truck. Right in
green
front
truck.
of
I
it.
like
So,
that one. Yeah.
yeah. So
Should
there you
ask
go.
this guy. So tell me, man, whenever you got to get this thing towed, they send an electric tow truck to get you, or how's that? How's that work?
But I even asked. I said, like, how long does it take to charge? And you get 45 miles or 45 miles of battery life in an hour. So that's a freaking, if I'm on,
That's not
I'm,
very.
no, right.
I thought it was better than
And
that.
that,
I mean,
and it could be, I guess, if you're on like maybe like a fast charge system. I don't know. That's
show me
really
where they
slow
are,
to me.
right? Yeah, exactly. I just love the fact that apparently they want to do this like California. Hey, California, we're all just gonna have electric cars, dude. They can't keep the lights on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because that electricity just makes itself.
Well, again, we get the old guy stuff
Yeah.
here. We need to go back to talking about holy croissants because the 3 or 4 Tesla owners that watch this podcast are gonna be all mad. So I'm not hating on that. I call them.
No.
They're fantastic toys. They're amazing, and it's a status thing. I get it. It's awesome, man. If I had extra room, I probably wouldn't. But if I had extra room, sure. It's a beautiful golf cart, and you can take it, for
Around the neighborhood.
Hey, I'm just saying, when it's time to evacuate from a hurricane, bro, you're not jumping in the Tesla. That's all I'm saying. You're not
Good
trusting
point.
that. Hey, let's see. Okay, you can do 120 on a road in Pankerville. Fantastic. Let's see. Let's see.
How long it sits in traffic for nothing.
Yeah. Let's see you do 8 hours on I-10 moving 3 miles. All right. I got a charge. Hang on. All right. Well, what it is. Kind of dogged on the NFL a while ago, so I'm going to dog on FedEx right now. And FedEx is a great company, but everybody's in trouble right now. Everybody has, like, they can't find employees, I guess, and they're hiring some idiots because we had a mistake. So what happened? A lot of companies work. So we work with Verizon. I mean the phones. So we ordered, and this is the other thing too. I can't figure out. It was actually our plan, our family plan, or my business plan. Yeah, it's all hybrid stuff. So the bill went down if we added another line.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's just sort of a no-brainer. And they give you the phone. So, okay. So that's coming. So we had a phone from me, phone from my older son, and this random phone. So we got mine in a few weeks ago. And the order was made in November. And I was waiting, kind of checking. And then a couple of days before Christmas, just kind of like, hey, I'm hoping this thing, find out. No, they canceled the order. Something happened. It was back order. So they canceled it. Didn't send an email. This is Verizon. All right. And ended up, they fixed some things for us, but so canceled the order. So glad she called. So the day before Christmas, my wife is or 2 days before Christmas, just lighten up Verizon, get it fixed. We're going to overnight it to you tomorrow. Really? Yeah. Overnight. It's going to get here on Christmas Eve. By noon, we were being told at 3:00 in the afternoon on the 23rd, by noon tomorrow, they're going to deliver that phone. And, it's sort of like the major Christmas present for my son. So like, sure, it's important. So before noon. And we had other things to do. So we kind of reschedule things. Can't go, you know what I'm saying? Got to be here. So 10:00, well, I got 2 hours to get here, but let's, shuffle around. So we got 4 people at home. We're all home. I got a Ring doorbell that picks up everything. And we had 2 other packages come, right? I got cameras. I got security on the house. We get an email around 11 or 12:30 something. Your delivery's been delayed. Why? It said attempted to deliver. Nobody was home.
No one available. There was a tag on my door.
No tag. There's no tag. Dude didn't show up. Somebody lied. Some lying piece
I think they'll just flag it.
Some lying piece of garbage. Either didn't have it, didn't do whatever, didn't feel like and just made it up. So my wife, and man, listen, I could tell these people, man, you don't never want her mad at you. You really don't want her mad at this kind of stuff because she's patient.
Not for her children.
She'll get on and she'll wait on hold and she'll do whatever. And I'm hearing, and I'm doing other things. I'm trying to stay out of the way. You don't want to be in the sphere of anger if it's going on, right? And dealing with these people. And one of the ladies says, well, it says here he attempted to, and she's like, hey, he's lying.
Define attempted.
What do you do? Exactly. She said, I'm looking at your policies. What's supposed to happen? I have a door tag. Didn't show up on Ring. I got cameras. The house was full of people. Dude's lying. So that's what we're trying to get to. Like, what do you do when we show you that whoever, now you might have been somebody you hired to, is lying? This didn't happen. Well, I'm going to try to. And then she kept going back saying, well, it says he attempted.
It's like, okay, move off script, ma'am.
She had one script.
Yeah.
She had one script. It says he attempted at 11:45. Really? Would that have been when all four of us were in the house listening for the bell? And
so we knew it was going to be here by 12, so we were waiting at the door.
We got an email this morning or something, said an alert saying, hey, your phone is out for delivery. Let's see.
Let's I've the whole attempted to deliver or unable to deliver. It's like, I don't understand why. You didn't need a signature. You didn't put it in my mailbox. You didn't put it at my door. What was it that made you unable?
Apparently we got a sign for this. Apparently.
Yeah, but because we had the same thing. Yeah, you got a sign for one, and so they put the tag on the door. You just sign the tag. And
and I'm amazed at what they'll just leave that doesn't require a signature. I mean, I don't live in a bad neighborhood, but I mean, good grief. I mean, like you know what I'm saying? Like some of the things that just show up in your door, like, man, they just left. Really?
Now, years ago, LSU used to send out their season football tickets just through the regular mail. Or put it at your door. And then people would start posting, or my tickets are coming today. And it's like, are you nuts?
Are you crazy? Yeah. Because it'll be hard. Yeah. Because then even if you can get them recovered to do whatever, man, you know what you're going to have to do.
Right. And that was before you could just do it all electronically and everything. It's like, please come. Yeah. You won't put out a TV box because you worried somebody was going to come steal your TV.
I know, that's the game we're playing now. Hide the good boxes. You don't want nobody to know. Oh man. Oh well. What you gonna do?
Not much, bro. You do what you're gonna do. You do you, I do me.
You know what? I think that's it. I think I even had some other stuff to talk about. We're not. I'll tell you about it later, man.
We'll talk about it next year.
We'll talk about it next year. Like my latest cat and snake story. Let's see, dude on a bicycle by himself yesterday with a mask on. That's always good. That's always beautiful day. Poor kids out there riding a bike by himself with a mask on. So and pull
him over and give him.
My wife won't let me. Like I said, my goal in life is to get to where I just drive around being helpful. Just drive around being helpful. Say, hey, dude, you drop this game. You by yourself. You're riding a bike. All right. I said that was it, and then I go, no, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
Here, I will tell you on that since you brought it up. So
there you go. We ain't going nowhere. You know what? This is Lanyap. This is the Lanyap section of the podcast.
We went to dinner one night last week, and it's the middle of the week, so not a lot of people out. But this family, just to paint you a picture, there's tables here, tables there, and along this wall, along that wall, and then 2 rows of tables in the middle. So we're on this wall, and there's a family. The table next to us is vacant, and then this other family comes in and sits on the table on the other side of that. Well, after they ordered, they're sitting there for 10 minutes. They move to the table closest to us, and the mother of the family just kind of laughs and tells my wife, I'm just a little uneasy. They're coughing over there.
Okay.
And so I'm telling my daughter, I said, I'm going to start coughing. I'm going to start coughing right now. And my wife is freaking out.
If that'll move you, watch this.
No cover, get some spewing your way.
Oh,
there you go.
We've created a world of neurotics, man. Right?
Yeah.
My big thing with people is, man, if you truly, 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 truly are that afraid of everything, stay home. You got to stay home. You can't you're killing yourself, man. You're killing. All right, we are going in another. So there you go. That's also a way to clear, yes, it'll be 15 minutes waiting for a table. Yeah, hang on. Let me speed this process up. Look at that. That one opened up right there. Look at that.
I'll take it.
I got that half a room right there. All right. Hey guys, if you want to reach us, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to just shoot us a note outside of social media? You can do that as well. But if you want to hit us direct, it's Dave and Juan at protonmail.com. There is a literal plethora of ways to reach us and find us. And Juan's just going to ramble some right now.
Anywhere. If you've got access to the internet on your new phone.
Yeah. You don't. Yeah.
We are on YouTube, where if you're watching us,
there you go.
That's where you are. Subscribe to the channel, press that little alert ding button so you can get a notice every time we post a new one.
Ding us.
We are also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Facebook Podcast, Pandora, Listen Mart, or Listen Notes, and Podbay. And anywhere else who's got podcasts.
Coming soon to the Valero and Shell stations, probably in the gas.
I'm working on that, man.
Yeah, it's garden center at Walmart, maybe. We can dream. We can dream.
Yeah.
Only place they won't
Burger
play us is
King.
they will not play us at the Tesla dealerships. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So,
we are now banned from the
maybe
Tesla
one
dealership.
day.
Yeah. When you get one.
Well, then they won't play us.
It'll be a while, huh? It'll be a while. All righty. So I think by the time this one comes out, we will already be in the new year. We'll be a couple of days. No, let's see.
No.
Oh no, it won't be. Man.
No, we're just a couple of days after Christmas when this one comes out.
I forgot. This is going to go out. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. We're throwing our own selves off.
We better get. I know it's all weird. Okay, so this is going to come out prior to New Year's. So everyone out there, couple things. Beware of Tesla drivers in Pankerville. Don't get near those quad-twos. Yeah, because we know for a fact they speed and they don't drive. All right, they're just dudes playing a game. So be careful if you're in the Pankerville area. All right. So this is a great, fantastic week between Christmas and New Year's, but they got a lot of yawns out there. Be careful, whatever you do. Have a great time, hopefully with family and friends and all that good stuff. Have a healthy and happy New Year, and watch yourself out there. And what else there, Mr. Semino? And
that's it, man. We'll be back like Monday next week, 7 o'clock.
We'll do them something
ish.
7-ish. We'll be around. But all right, everybody, be careful. Have a fantastic one. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. All right, love you, buddy. We're out of here.
Back at ya. And literally, when we played bingo on Thursday, first number, I don't know. Yeah, I know 4 people there. There's 30, 40 in the room. New caller.
Man,
who said that?
I told you we never should have hired somebody from Pankerville. Them guys are rough on bingo. They're rough.
And I kept up my lifelong streak of never having won at bingo.